welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Sarah. I am going into my 5th year of a PhD program at IU. I have a bunch of FAQs in my description box if you want to know more, but basically I study rhet comp and my focus is on embodied rhetorics, multimodal rhetorics. I think a lot about the body's role in writing in general and in producing vlogs as a form of writing. So in this video I'm going to show you all a week in my life, and it's probably going to be a bit of a busy week as I balance multiple jobs and navigate being a grad student and a grad student instructor. So basically all my jobs are, I am a social media coordinator for a research center here on campus. That's about 12 hours a week. I am a writing center tutor in our campus's writing center, and like I mentioned, I am teaching a course. It is first year writing, but it specifically has like a digital turn to it, and I also am going into my 5th year here, meaning I am finishing up my prospectus finally. So I didn't talk about my prospectus in my last vlog because I said I just couldn't get into it. Basically, I sent out the final draft to my committee. I had exclusively been working with my chair on it, and when I sent it to my committee, which is 3 other members besides my chair, one member said, "This looks great, just let me know when you want to schedule a date to defend it." One committee member said, "Can't wait to read it more in detail," and I just emailed him this morning because that was like a month ago and he still hasn't gotten back to me. And then the other committee member actually gave me a phone call when I was back home in Florida a couple weeks ago, and she was like, "I want to talk through my revisions," and she gave me 3 main areas to revise, so I need to work on those. And it's nothing huge. She classified them still as minor revisions, and she said I could probably knock them out in a day or 2, but I have just not thought about my prospectus or worked on my prospectus in weeks. So that's what I plan on doing today. It's already 12:45. I have to go into work at the writing center from 2 to 4 in person today, and then I work online this evening from 8 to 10 p.m. or maybe it's 7. No, it's 8 to 10. And this morning I went to a yoga class, and it was a yin yoga class, and it was specifically for the lower back, and I was like, perfect. I woke up and my lower back was already hurting today, but I don't know if something with the blocks, the supported bridge or something wasn't right, because I stood up after and I was like, oh my, and my back was really hurting. So I just took some leave, and I'm gonna lay down with a heating pad for a little bit, and then I will be on my way to go to work. Okay, here's what I'm wearing to go tutor. It is spaghetti strap, so I'm gonna bring a little cardigan just because I feel like that's more professional, and because it gets really cold in the library where the writing center is. It's super thin, so I feel like it's good for the hot weather. The temperature is literally in the 90s today, and I think it's super cute. I actually showed this in a Zaful haul a few weeks ago. It was gifted to me. Can you tell that I'm extremely sweaty just from walking like 5 minutes from the parking lot to the library? Oh my goodness, it is just like so hot out here. It's horrible. And my back has been killing me. It was especially hurting when I was like walking to the library. It was bad. I am down bad with this pain. It better go away overnight if I sleep with the heating pad. But anyway, no one signed up, and no one dropped in either. So for the first hour, I just read one of the new books that I got that I talked about in my last vlog. It's called Ghost Lover. Ghost Lover, that's what it's called. It's a collection of short stories. I only read 1 short story, and I read like the first 3 pages of the next one. The first one was weird, for sure. We'll see where the rest of the collection goes. And then for the second hour, I worked on leaving comments for the Google Doc syllabus that my chair slash the person I'm co-teaching with has started putting together, and he asked if any of us had like additional readings or things to include, so I put some thoughts there. and spent some time like skimming through an article that I thought could be good. So yeah, just focused on teaching stuff. So now I'm gonna go home. I want to shower because I'm so sweaty, but I don't want to stand up because my back hurts so bad, and probably just chill out. I didn't think or work on any prospectus stuff today, but maybe I will tonight. Maybe that's too ambitious. I definitely will tomorrow if I don't tonight. Just got back from doing a quick little Target pickup, and she was there when I left, and she's there when I got back, just waiting for me. She looks so mad. I went to Target just to get a coloring book and some colored pencils, and I have some fun markers already that I think would work for this. I've just really been in the mood to do one of these for like a month now, and I have found myself really distracted when I'm watching TV and going on my phone, so hopefully this helps me. Classic sushi bowls for Den. Megan is back, all is well in the world.
My vlog. The real ones know I used to say that a lot.
It is now 11:30. I am showered and in bed. There's a fly buzzing around here and it's driving me nuts. Megan and I watched Below Deck and we watched Love Island, but I was a little bit distracted because Pirelli, my cat, has been being a little weird ever since the weekend. She like peed outside of her litter box, and I thought it was a mistake, but I know that's like a red flag for cats. But she wasn't showing any other weird signs. Everything else was completely normal, but the litter box was kind of full and there was like a lot of litter on the mat around it, so I thought it was an accident. But then she really hasn't been eating her wet food. She'll eat like half of it, but she'll still like beg for it. But she's still being really playful. She still eats her treats. I don't know, it's been strange. And then today she didn't eat like her wet food at all, so I tried giving her tuna and she like scarfed that down, but then she threw up, and so since she's not really eating and the litter box thing was weird, I think Megan's gonna call the vet tomorrow and see what they have to say, which is just sad because I feel bad for her because I feel like she's uncomfortable. Megan was also petting her and you could tell she was like a little uncomfortable. She like didn't try to bite Megan, but she like was like, get away from me. But I have to wake up early tomorrow. My alarm is set for 7 a.m. because I have an eye appointment. I have not gotten my eyes checked since I was like a child, so we'll see. Hopefully I don't need glasses. Hopefully I'm just still blessed with 20/20 vision, but I have a theory, a little suspicion that maybe I do need glasses, especially to drive, like mostly at night. Things are getting a little hard to see, but I will keep you guys posted in the morning and it'll be another long, productive day. Hi, can I do a tall strawberry refresher? Can I also do a grande cinnamon dolce latte hot? She would ask me by my drink. Normally that's when you want something like really weird. Hello vlog.
Hi vlog.
Megan's back in them. She has like been a little absent from the past few vlogs, and I don't know whose fault that is.
I'm back and I'm ready to go. I'm better than ever.
She's ABD now. I don't think the vlog has seen you since you've been ABD.
Yes, I'm ABD vlog.
All the dissertation, she passed her prospectus. If you want to know more details, let me know in the comment, and maybe Megan will do a sit down video of how it all went. This morning I went and I got my eyes checked, and she basically told me I have no depth perception, and I paid like $1 million for a pair of fancy glasses, but it is what it is. I haven't had my eyes checked since I was like in 3rd grade, so it was time. In Megan's words, I'm gonna have these eyes forever.
She is.
And then Megan called about Pirelli, and they told us that we could bring her in, and they took like a little urine sample, and we're still waiting to get the results. I am hoping it's just a UTI because I feel like that's an easy fix, but she like hasn't been eating and she's just been acting weird, and it's very sad and hard to watch. And now we're at Starbucks, and I hope that this coffee gives me life because I feel really tired. And then I need to go to work at the writing center. And then at some point I'm hoping to work on the prospectus, but man,
It's tough.
Doesn't it feel so good to be done?
Yeah.
Not me getting completely soaked walking back to my car after work. after I did my hair today. Oh my goodness. If it's not blazing hot, it's pouring rain. And that's Bloomington in the summer. I'm so sleepy, but I know that I need to do some work. This rainy weather is not helping. So I have to write a letter of recommendation. So I think I'm gonna do that. Hopefully just knock it out in like an hour before dinner. And then after dinner, finally open up my prospectus draft again and work on that. I'm like terrified that I'm gonna open it up again though and just like really hate it. One thing at a time. First, let's do this letter of rec. Very late dinner. It is 9 o'clock, but we made these little salads with cucumber, carrot, some green onion, basil. There was supposed to be mint and cilantro, but I goofed that. Tofu, lettuce, chopped peanuts, and then just this like vinegar, olive oil-y dressing. And an update on Pirelli. The vet called and she does not have a UTI, which is like fortunate but unfortunate because that would be an easy fix. She's still not eating anything. So I went to Petco and got her just a bunch of stuff that's like mostly gravy or like bone broth. They didn't have plain bone broth because I know that's supposed to be like full of protein, and when I gave her wet food she licked just like the little juice it came in, and she licked all the bone broth that came with a shredded chicken, but then just left the shredded chicken there, and there's her food for the past 2 days and her wet food that she hasn't touched. So it's going great, going really well over here. Okay, it is now 11:30. I did some dishes, cleaned up the kitchen, obviously, and now I'm in bed for the night. I didn't get started on the prospectus today, and I'm being like really hard on myself for that, but probably scratching my door. I didn't anticipate these issues happening with Pirelli, having to take time to take her to the vet, having to take time to like research, get her food, and it's just been like emotionally weighing on me all day because she still has all her energy, and I just don't know what's going on, but it's really stressing me out. I also worked 4 hours at the writing center today, even though no one actually showed up, but 2 hours are physically there, and I was like talking to my coworkers so I didn't get stuff done. And I wrote that letter of rec, so I'm just convincing myself I actually did stuff today. Tomorrow I go into work at my social media job from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then I work again at the writing center from 2 to 4. So typically I work my social media job Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I didn't / I'm not working Tuesday, Thursday this week because I'm working so many hours for intensive freshman seminar for the writing center, and with part-time jobs at IU, you're not allowed to surpass more than 29 hours a week. So I'm already working 25 hours this week, so I can only have 4 hours at my social media job, otherwise it would go over. So I just got ahead on a lot of stuff for that. It's toothpaste, nice, last week. But yeah, so tomorrow will be the only day I go in for social media for the week. Okay, good morning. Happy Wednesday. I am running a little late for work, but wanted to do a quick little OOTD. I was gonna wear those green pants back there. They're actually really cute, but I was not feeling it, so I just stuck with everything else I was wearing, but swapped it out for these white super comfy pants and these new clogs that I thrifted over the weekend that I think are so fun, so cute. I've never had shoes like this, and I'm gonna stick my platform Converse in my bag because I'm gonna be on campus all day, and if my feet hurt, I want an alternative. So I'll check back in with you guys after I work my 4-hour shift being a social media girly. Back in my car after eating lunch at Panera. I just got the Madagascar vanilla cold brew. I had this once before and it wasn't very good, but I gave it a second try and it tastes like chocolate milk. So if you're in the mood for something like really, really sweet that doesn't taste super coffee-ish, it's pretty good. I only drank half my coffee this morning, so I was really needing that. Work today was a little slow at first. Like, I was occupied for the first hour, and then I was like, okay, I feel like I did everything. And then, like, with only an hour left, someone was like, oh, do this. And I was like, where were you like 2 hours ago? Because I had shifted over from social media stuff to like another like rainy day task is what they call it. But nothing's that serious. The deadline really isn't that serious for that task. So now I'm going to drive over to campus and work 2 hours at the writing center. No one has signed up yet. No one signed up yesterday, but we just spent the whole time talking, me and my two coworkers. So today I'm gonna have to be a worker bee because I want to look at my prospectus, so I'll probably just let them know and put my AirPods in or something. Checking back in. I got home from work and I just wanted to wash the day off. So I took a nice long shower, you know, like the shower, exfoliated, double washed my hair, did some like under eye patches, all of that stuff. And Pirelli is starting to eat again a little bit. She ate some dry food today, Megan said, and a lot of people told me to try and give her pumpkin. That's supposed to be good for like cats in general, but especially for like digestive issues. So she like didn't care about it at first, but just now she went back to the plate and ate like all the pumpkin. So that's good. I'm gonna call the vet in the morning with an update and say like, should I still go in? What's the deal? I might try and get her a different kind of dry food to see if she is interested in a different kind of it. But anyway, it's about 5:30. I don't know if I said that. I'm going to read my book for a little bit and then cook some din, and then after that get started on the dreaded prospectus. But I feel a lot better about it today. Like, I have a list of what I want to get done today. I know like where to start. It doesn't feel so daunting and overwhelming. My back is hurting, so I'm laying with a heating pad. You know the vibes. Used our little cutter, cut them up. We had donut, walnut brownie, lemon, and then that's fried ice cream. Lemonade. Oh, lemonade, I'm sorry. And that was like old-fashioned donut or something. I wasn't being specific enough. My ranking is best, second best, third, fourth, but they were all very good.
Best. These two are really, really close. If I had to do the tiebreaker, I might go 2, 3.
Okay. Yeah, she didn't like the lemon one.
It was fine.
I'm a lemon girly. Okay, back in bed after dinner and crumble. It's 9:45 and my back is hurting so bad. So typically I try not to do work like laying down in bed, but I'm going to just so I can use this heating pad. And I'm going to reread an article from this edited collection, Retellings, Opportunities for Feminist Research in Rhetoric and Composition Studies. I've talked about this book in particular. I've talked about one article in here quite a bit. I have annotated it and like marked it up twice. And I'm going back to reread it a third time now because I realized there's actually a framework from that article that could be really helpful for making one of the revisions that the second member on my committee asked me to make. So basically she called me when I was home in Florida and she categorized her revisions into 3 major areas. And I think that this article will give me a framework for talking about difference and talking about embodiment. Because she says it's something that like I glossed over a little too quickly. I think honestly because I was scared that if I went into too much detail about how bodies are different, that would become my entire project. So I have to write about that a little more responsibly, and I think this article will allow me to do that. Okay, so I finished reading that article and every time I read it I'm like, this is incredible, and I feel like things are like truly so impressive when they're like so simple but also like so profound. And it's like you made that seem like it was just like duh, but it was also like, oh my god, that's so smart. I am doing a terrible job explaining that, but Megan knows what I mean because we talk about it all the time. I am going to make a little list now of what I want to do next while it's like fresh in my mind, because reading this article reminded me like, okay, I want to go in and incorporate like this specific frame in order to like point to conversations about like this other area. Hi Pirelli. Hi. She, I think, loves to be in the vlog. Okay, let's move over. Anyway, it reminded me that I need to read nice another article or like revisit it, because I think that could be super useful too for really just like expanding what I mean when I talk about like embodied writing as a woman, because I feel like I avoid hard topics of talking about race and talking about being like a trans woman, being non-binary, because I feel uncomfortable talking about them without it just like taking over the project like I mentioned. I feel like this article gave me a helpful way to do that. So I'm going to make a list of what I want to read next and what specific quotes and pages I want to focus on when I actually go into my prospectus and make those revisions. Good morning, happy Thursday. I'm about to hop in a Zoom meeting for teacher orientation because I'm teaching a new class that I've never taught before, but I'm really not teaching the version of it that this orientation is useful for until the spring. So the person in charge of the orientation was like, come when it fits your schedule, no worries if you can't come. So I'm gonna go for like an hour and a half today maybe. I'm gonna have to take Pirelli to the vet this afternoon, and then hopefully I can get back to work on my prospectus. Okay, it's a lot later now. It is 4:30 and I just made a coffee. I try not to have coffee after 3, so I'm like really breaking my rule. But I only had half my coffee this morning because I was really stressed out about Pirelli. But I just got back from the vet. Getting her in her carrier was the hardest it's ever been. Thank God Megan like really took the reins on it this time. And like grabbed her and just kind of got a zipper in there. If you have cats, you know, unless you have any tricks for getting them in the carrier. But basically she did like a physical exam on her and she was like, I don't notice anything going on. So the issue could resolve itself, especially if she's only thrown up one time. And she's like, well, you can get some blood work done. And I was like, well, what would you do? And she's like, well, we're in a different situation. I like to have all the answers. Like, I'm a vet. And I was like, how much is it? And she said it was like $120. And I was like, it's worth my peace of mind. Let's just get the blood work done. So we got it done and I heard her screaming in the back room and they brought her back and I was like, was that her? And they're like, yes, only when we put the band-aid on, not when we actually drew the blood. And basically her full panel came back normal. So they think that she just had like a little stomach bug or something and she's like passing it, or could be a bunch of different things, but it's nothing serious, they said, which is good to know. And then the vet told me that calico cats are the most dramatic kind of cat and they're like notorious for being dramatic. So yeah, I googled some stuff when I got home and it was like the personality types of most calico printed cats are that they're like really smart, really loving, but they're like really sassy and spunky. And I was like, sounds like my cat. So I'm feeling better and hopefully this coffee gives me the energy I need to start writing. Okay, so it's a little later now, almost 7:30. I'm getting hungry for dinner. I tried to go off of the list that I made so I didn't go barreling down the void. So what I did is I read my instructor's comments on my draft that she left a few weeks ago, and I saw that she mentioned someone. She was like, you need to do this, this, and this. I'm thinking of Ruiz here. So I emailed her and I was like, was there an article in particular that you were thinking of? And she emailed back like right away and she sent me the article. So it's actually a chapter from a book, and it was like 40 pages of like tough academic writing. So I spent a long time reading that, and I read this section that like was about embodiment, about the part of my perspectives were related to, and I just did not understand it. I like was reading it like, but what are you saying? And I was like, I could tell that she's saying the way embodiment is discussed in the field is problematic, but I was like, why? And yeah, I think I came up with an answer, but basically it's complicated because I need to incorporate that into my literature review, but I can't even summarize it. And this is what has me feeling like I'm stupid and like maybe I shouldn't be in grad school if I literally can't even summarize an article for a literature review. So Megan and I are gonna do the hurdle of the day, which is like H-E-A-R-D-L-E. It's like a play on Wordle, obviously, but they show you like 1 second of a song and you have to guess who it's by and what song it is, and you get like 5 different guesses, or you could skip for a second and get like more of the song. Anyway, we're gonna do it today. We've only done it like 3 times.
I'm really bad.
I hope we don't get copywritten for this. I'm gonna need more.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it like an oldie?
I don't know.
I don't think I'm gonna know it.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
I think it is an oldie. I want to say like Faith Hill or something, but I don't think it actually is. I have no idea.
Wonderful Tonight, Eric Clapton.
Who?
I know Eric Clapton, but
That was a late one.
it sounds vaguely familiar, but
Okay, back in the office. It's 11 o'clock. I was feeling like I should do more work because I didn't get out of bed till pretty late this morning. But I don't think I have it in me to work more on the prospectus tonight. And I don't have to have the revisions done until a week from today. So that's still quite a bit of time. So I think I'm gonna work on editing my YouTube video for What's in My Backpack for this upcoming school year, 2022. I know that I will have to film and edit a haul soon for a company that I'm working with, but I'm like, oh, I need to take my days to court. But I'm waiting to hear back from the person I'm emailing with to get some more info before I go ahead and film that video. So I just want to get this one edited and out of the way. And since it's a sit down video rather than a vlog, it shouldn't take too long to edit. Vlogs can take me like 5 hours to edit, but a sit down video should only take me an hour or 2. So I gotta plug in my memory card and get to editing and check in with you guys tomorrow. Hello, happy Friday. Made it to the weekend. I just finished my shift in the writing center, but it doesn't fully feel like the weekend because I know I have to come back in tomorrow and Sunday as part of this IFS tutoring deal. I didn't really vlog this morning because I was working on doing some reading, doing some writing. I feel like I spent a long time thinking, but per usual, all I wrote was like 1 paragraph. I'm just having a really hard time knowing like where to fit in some type of like positionality statement into my prospectus without it feeling just like really hollow of like, I'm aware I'm a white woman doing research about embodiment, and therefore that means that I can only come at this topic with like a limited way of knowing. I don't know what it's like to be a person of color, don't know what it's like to be a man, don't know what it's like to be a trans person. It just feels really hollow, performative, but I'm like, what are the consequences of not having a statement like this? So I don't know, just spent some time working on that, trying to find the right placement to put it in my prospectus. And now I'm gonna go home. The weather is actually like beautiful today, shockingly, because I feel like it's been so hot or like rainy and gross this whole week, but it's just like 75, which is beautiful. Like I'm wearing jeans and I for once didn't sweat. So I might go home and read a little book on my porch, you know, just chill, vibe a little bit. I try not to do work on Friday afternoons, that's sort of like a rule of mine. So I won't be doing any work for the rest of today. Okay, it is a lot later now, and I hate myself for washing my sheets this morning and not making my bed, because all I want to do is crawl in bed, and I need to make my bed first. Do better next time, Sarah. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Please ignore the noisy cat fountain. It is 11 a.m. I just got my What's My Backpack YouTube video uploaded. That took a while to do all the links, to make the thumbnail, all of that stuff. Made some pour-over coffee, and I'm gonna make some brownies because I'm going to a department barbecue right after work at like 4:35. And although it's Saturday, I'm working today 1 to 4. I really don't think anyone is going to come, so I will probably work on editing this vlog or work on maybe reading some things from my prospectus. I really don't think I'm in the mood to write, so that's probably not gonna happen. It is Sunday night. I didn't vlog anything today, but really all I did over the weekend was a tutor at the writing center. Actually, I had someone sign up tonight, and we went to that barbecue at our friend's house for the rhetoric department event. Ate some super yummy food, saw some people that I haven't seen in a while, and I feel really tired, and it's weird to think that tomorrow's Monday when it feels like tomorrow should be like a Saturday or Sunday. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end off the vlog here because I'm pretty sure it is plenty long. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you made it to the end. As always, try to respond to all of my comments. If you have any requests for videos, leave them in the comments. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and seriously, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye!